Sugar bird. What you doing, the sugar bird? The sugar the bird? Ah, there's the sugar bird. You guys don't get into a tay-to-tay here. Be good. Linda, that was record time. 5 seconds. Amazing. Hi, Linda. Sugar bird. Cecil? Well, if you're talking about sugar bird, she's a she, and she's about as she as you can get. Uh-oh. What do you mean, where's Buddy? He's around here somewhere. I'm not... Oh, he's up over there right now. He's been moving around a bunch. Yeah, I know. Pet the beak. Pet the beak. Aw, pet the beak. Oh, what a beautiful beak. Yeah, what a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl. Cecil, what are you doing? Ah, you're doing that, huh? Cecil hide. Yep. He's not torturing anyone anymore. Most of the time, I've got him pretty much trained out of that now. But he runs around with it and he plays with toys and stuff. But he doesn't really... He wasn't hurting anybody, but he was scaring them, so I stopped that. Didn't take long. He's a smart dude, aren't ya? Snowball. He's a snowball. 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 Oh, hold on, sugar. I have to pet the snowball. The snowball. He needs to get petted too, that great big snowball. Yeah, he does. Oh, now that wasn't... Now, he's allowed to go after me, so that's... Now, don't you get scared. He's not going after you. He's going after me, silly. He's allowed to do that. He's just not allowed to do it with other birds. Be good, Cecil. Just what's left. He doesn't have newspaper in his cage anymore. Did you just poop on us down here? You little toad. I'm going to tickle you for that. Tickle, 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 tickle. I'm tickling a Cecil. Hi, Cecil. You're a good boy, Cecil. A bit of a pest, but you're a good boy. Pippa? No, you two are not getting into it. Babaloo, don't start. Don't start her off now. Bob, no. You don't start her off. Go on. You're not going to start a fight. You're not going to start a fight. I'm going to put my foot down. Literally. I put my foot down over that. No fighting, you two. I know you're waiting patiently. I'll get your beak. I'll get your beak. Hello, Peaches. I love you too. Are you under the chair again, Peach? Hello, Peach. Come here, Peach. Hello, Peaches. Hello, Peaches. Marley, never heard of a Marley. What's a Marley? Marley's up there in the corner right now, aren't you, Marley? He's been working on the Coco toys. He was working on that one earlier. He's been chewing those up. And then this other toy was Buddy working on it. Yeah. If you go after her, I'm not going to be happy with you. I'll put you back in your cage inside. You leave her alone. She's been good. You haven't got her started. You don't like it when she gets started. You run away like a little kid that's been spooked or something. I don't know how to describe it. Hi, Peach. Well, I can't see you, Peach. What do you want? What do you want, Peach? Snowball. I think this one's taking Coco's loss the worst here. Well, that and Lorelei. Lorelei wouldn't come out for, what, 3 days after Coco passed away. And then this one, he's been getting, he sits in his cage sometimes and he just kind of goes into a stone statue like he used to be before I started working with him. You're going to get me again? You're going to get me again? You are? He did that one day and he had me scared. I had to go in there and talk to him and he was just like frozen in there. He's probably thinking about her. I don't know. He used to preen with her a lot. Hello, Peach. Lorelei, you taking a nap? And she says, no, I'm opening my eyes now. All right. I'll pet you some more, sure. It's always dark in about half the world, so... Well, some birds I didn't notice much change. Like with Pippa, I mean, she didn't have any problems with Coco, but she didn't have any closeness either. Coco was the only one that could go into Roman's cage and sit with him, and he wouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, she got along with Pippa, but Pippa's not friends with really any of the other birds. Lead poisoning will do that to you, I guess. Be nice up there. No messing. No messing with the buddy bird. I know I stopped petting your beak, but you're being good about it. You're being good about it. Buddy, what are you doing? You're being a silly bird up there. Cecil, what are you up to? Huh? I'm petting you. Why are you complaining? I'm not petting you the way you want to be petted. What do you want? I could pet your neck. You like that too. Okay. All right, number one stooge. Have a good one. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Buddy, you're making all kinds of noise up there. And his feather condition wasn't getting better on the Haldol, but I'm noting that he has a number of stereotypic behaviors. I'm hoping I can train him out of it without having to put him back on Haldol. Right now what he's doing is like taking his beak or his foot and stroking his beak hard, repetitively, and that's stereotypic, so. Hello, Angela. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Are you sure? Are you sure? Oh, hold on. I can't keep my arm in that angle forever, so give me a break. I gotta pet the snowball for a bit. Right, Snowball? Doesn't that snowball need to be pet? And Lucy, you're just hiding up here on my chest. Lucy's just sitting up here on my chest, aren't you, Lucy? Hello, Pamela. Snowbird. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're all saddened by Coco's loss. Aren't we? I know. Usually you whine more if I don't pet you, but you put up with me now, don't you, kid? Oh, there's Cause. What's up, Cause? What's up, Cause? Hi, Cause. Cause, you can't figure out what it is. Look. Look. See? See what it does? See? That's what I'm doing. See? I'm taking a picture of you. See? Yeah, they get along with me, don't you? They're a bunch of good birds. Whoops. Careful what you throw at us up there, you big toad. You big toad. Chews up a toy and drops the parts on us. Yeah, that's the way of the Cecil. Bob, you're hiding back there. Yeah, let's change the focus here. Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Oh, yeah. Okay. What's up, little girl? What's up, little one? Lucy girl. Oh, there comes a Pip. There comes the Pip. Are you pipping, Pip? Just a little bit? Hi, Peach. Hi, Peaches. You down there where we can see you? Oh, just the tail? Well, there's the Peach. Hello, Peach. All right. How many pieces of the toy are you going to throw on us? That's the last big piece. Nope, there is a little piece. He's done with the toy now. I don't know what he's going to do. What are you going to do? You can come down here? Lucy, you're getting a little too excited now. Don't vibrate. I feel like I'm next to a washing machine and spin cycle. But you're still so cute. Yes, you are. Cecil, are you done with all that? You coming down to see us, huh? Hi, Cecil. Now it's like just a big eye. Hi, Cecil. Oh, it's all right, Pippa. He's not going to hurt you. We actually got to preen her for a second, Bob. That's kind of rarity. Hello. Hi, April. I knew that was coming. It's time to move the legs. Let's see. Oh, where you going, kid? Well, usually she'll become insistent again, but she's giving me a break, Lily. I've done better, but I'm starting to get through it. Sugar, you're a pretty girl. Sugar bird. Oh, now it's spin cycle time again. Lucy, calm down. Yeah, it was touch and go for a while. My body was trying to shut down on me. It's still hurting. Lots of my parts of my body have just gone wrong. My whole nervous system. Chiropractor helped some, but what are you doing up there, big boy? Snowball. Cecil, you sitting on my shoulder? It looks like that. Wait till he gets upset, then he rips it off. So. Oh yeah. Well, content's probably not the word. They're a little more docile than they were before Coco's passing. You know, it's going to take them a while to get back into a rhythm, but they've been getting out every day and well, they know me too, and they can tell when I'm not feeling good. So, right, Bob? Yeah. Babaloo, you gonna walk on my arm again? Okay, I'll switch hands with the camera. Hello, big guy. This one was petting me with one of his cinnamon sticks. That's expected. You're not going to eat my belly bag. It has all the stuff we need for out here. Wipes and treats. There's treats in there too, but they're not for you. Those are for Buddy. Buddy, what are you doing? Yeah, see, that's some of his stereotypic behavior there. You're just kind of going back and forth on the bars. Yeah, there it is. That's he was left alone far too long, not given any real attention, you can tell. He loves coming out here, but he'll get into one of these little stereotypic routines. It's going to take a while. I hope I don't have to put him back on Haldol. It wasn't really doing much for his feather condition, and it doesn't always work. In over 90% of the cases it does, but he was losing weight and not showing much interest in life, so it wasn't affecting him the way I'd like. But if I can't get him out of these stereotypic behaviors, I might have to put him back on a tiny amount. But we'll evaluate it for a couple of weeks. Right? Right, little girl? Right, Causey girl. Causey girl. Buddy. Buddy bird. Buddy. Hey. That's a nice sound. What bird did you pick that up from? Yeah, that's all stereotypic behavior. That's what birds, one of the things birds do when they're left in situations where they're not cared for properly. That's like if you've ever, there's a poem written by Maria Rilke. It's called Der Panther. It's, in English that would be the panther, but it talks about the panther walking back and forth in front of the bars and never seeing outside the cage except for that one moment where he suddenly seems to see something outside the cage, and then he's back pacing again. That's what we're dealing with there. It's going to take a while because he's been ignored a long time, it's obvious. And what are you doing? You just sitting up there by that toy? Buddy. Buddy. No, Marley's doing great. Aren't you, Marley? Other than the fact that he has a large cataract in one eye, which he was taken to a vet, and the vet gave him like antibiotics for his eye because obviously he wasn't letting the vet get anywhere near him. And it was just the fact that he can't see out of that eye. I mean, it's just a blur, so he keeps closing it. If you had an eye that was showing you nothing but trash, you'd probably close it too. He opens it once in a while just to see if something's coming close to him because he still has a little vision in it. Now, if he had cataracts in both eyes, then I'd have this surgery, but that's about $3,000, so. Have you checked for a cataract? Linda, I'm not going to spend $3,000 for one-eye cataract surgery. No. If he had a problem with two eyes, yes, not single eye. You can live with that and live well. It's not that I don't want to. There's always a chance of something going wrong in a surgery. We've got a good surgeon, but you don't want to put these guys under surgery unless you have to. They don't always come out. And he's a good bird. We don't want that to happen to him. And he's doing well, so you don't want to take too many chances. Buddy, what are you doing? He's not paying any attention. Just going stereotypic over there. You keep it up, you're going to be back on a little bit of hell dog, kid. That's really aberrant behavior there, guy. Yeah, they're highly intelligent. You leave them alone. Don't give them any attention. Treat them like a piece of art on your wall, and they end up like him. Now, most of the time when he's in here, he doesn't do this. Most of the time, he's running around having a good time playing, but he got sparked somehow tonight. Now, well, there you are. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. There you go. Hi, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come back to us over there. Buddy. Buddy. Bud bird. Well, he spends most of his time having a good time in the aviary. He's not fond about being in a cage any other time, unfortunately. No, none of them are. I mean, you don't really want to put him in cages, but what choices do you have? The best you can do is give them, like, when they have to be in a cage, give them a TV to watch or something, or, you know, put music on. And they have music, and as of next week, they'll have a TV, so they won't be watching television. They'll be watching movies, but mostly musicals. They seem to like musicals, most of them. It's only Cecil, and he doesn't have a toy, Lucy, so it's okay. Bob, what are you doing, Bob? You preening, Bob? Bob preening? Well, there's a lot of them that need rescuing. I'm glad she did that. Yeah, Bob's our acrobatic preener. Well, I'm here, more here than I was a few days ago. I haven't even, I mean, I've got some video editing to do, and I haven't even been able to get to it. I had a video ready to edit before Coco passed away, and I haven't even touched it. I just haven't cared. But I'll get to it at some point. What are you doing, you big Cecil? You're such a sweetie. Oh, I'll certainly help with someone who's got a problem, but the videos, I want to do it. It's just that it's just like with I didn't want to eat, and for a couple of days I really didn't eat, and then I threw my digestive system way off. And then of course that eventually had to force myself to eat, and that threw my hernia into I've got an inguinal hernia, so that threw that into a major eruption, and it just, just one thing after another. Lots of my body's systems started to have problems. I'm better, April. I'll be okay. It's just going to be a matter of a few more weeks to get things situated. Hello, Jennifer. Thank you. Well, that's good. Rescues are the only kind of birds to have. You need rescues, but they're complicated. They're not simple creatures to be around. You can do things and don't even realize you're turning them to the dark side, And it's not a place they're happy in. They don't normally go that way. It takes humans to put them in the dark side, so. You can only turn them into Darth Vader, kind of like they did in Star Wars, It takes an outer force to do that. Naturally, they're just the most wonderful creatures in the wild. Like that one video I saw, the greater sulfur crested cockatoo, who was trying to get some tourists to turn on the water so he could have a drink, and finally, after making it obvious several times, they turned it on for him. And then when he wanted more, he had to do about half the same act to finally get them to turn the water on again. That's. Okay, that's just a bunch of feathers I see here. Oh, okay, now I see some heads. It's a Pippa. And it's a Causey. Yeah, if he chewed a hole in himself, he's always going to have that. Well, they always have that tendency because they're raised by breeders. And believe you me, after Coco passed, you go through those stages of apathy and anger, and, I wanted to, rage a giant evil spell against all breeders so they would just all choke and die. But the problem with the feather destructive behavior is that you got to watch it close. Anything can trigger it, It's a built-in. Yeah, that sounds good to me, April. I'm going to do one that's just a retrospective on Coco, and I'm not going to go into anything negative because I just want to show what a beautiful creature she was. But I want to do one like you're talking about too, so. Well, don't feel bad. We all have to learn. You don't learn things overnight. It's like in that in that video done by Nature, Parrot Confidential, there were breeders in there that gave it up once they realized what was going on. They gave it up and became a rescue. But intelligence is not common, as one of my ex-wives used to say, and she still does actually. I talk to her once in a while. She says, common sense isn't common. Raising animals that belong flying around in breeding containers, never letting them be around their parents, and stuffing them in cages and expecting them to be healthy animals is just dumb. The smart people with a heart will figure it out and quit doing it. The smart people with just the capitalist urge to make money won't. And those people should be put in jail for the rest of their lives, as far as I'm concerned. But yourself, buddy, yourself. What are you doing, bud? Okay, that is definitely not an African gray sound. What kind of bird are you being? I've heard that bird sound before, but I'm not an expert on native birds. Yeah, well, April's trying to deal with one group, I'm trying to deal with another, and you do the best you can. But I was ignorant when I started this. There just happened to be a bird out there that needed a home that weekend, and those people were going to get rid of her, and I think they were just going to release her. That wouldn't have done well. Cockatoos, just with one exception that I know of, they don't make it in the wild. My big question, Anna, would be, why are you being so species specific? A rescue is a rescue. I don't care what species they are. I'm not looking for a certain color or a certain fashion. I'm just looking for a bird that needs help. They're not that common in captivity, and the ones I've met, unfortunately, I have met. The one I met that I got to know the best was with a plumber, and even the plumber couldn't put his hands in his cage. But you don't see that many of them around. I've also heard some rescuers. There was one rescuer I heard talking about, oh, we're going to get a palm cockatoo, and he was all happy. It's like, I don't care what the bird is. Why is he all freaked out? He's getting a palm because they're $40,000 when you try to buy one. Is that why? Yeah, but do you really know the species? Yeah, I mean that's a big issue too. And they act different. Different species have different propensities, and you best know what they are. For a long time, people ask me, why do you have just cockatoos? Because they're the ones that are most often dumped off. We had parrots here early on when we started, and then, true parrots. And then we ended up with a bunch of cockatoos, like this guy. Yeah, I do have some issues with rescue too. I mean, if you rescue an animal and turn it over to somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, that's not so much of a rescue either. So it's a tough one. That's why we stopped rescuing. Maybe, depends on the zoo. Probably the San Diego Zoo could do that. I don't know about some of the other ones. I mean, I'm a member of the Zoological Society, and I love to hear their handlers talk to people. They were talking. They were talking to one lady who, well, they were talking, and there was one lady there who was going, well, they just mimic. She was talking about parrots. He had a Moluccan, actually they're called the Saram cockatoo. He had a Saram cockatoo, and she goes, well, they just mimic. He said no, and he was having it do math, right? He'd say 3 plus 4, and it would go 7. And he said, you know, like, what is 9 plus 2 and 11? And the bird was cueing on the last word, the 2, and just cluing on the last word he heard in order to respond. And she goes, well, he's just mimicking. And then he said, well, if the bird was just mimicking, it would be saying what I'm saying. It wouldn't be responding with a number. And she just didn't get it. So finally, she said, well, I don't believe that. And he went, well, I don't believe that. And everything she said, he just said it back to her until she finally walked away. That's the handlers at the San Diego Zoo. That's pretty good. He didn't care whether she got upset or not, but she didn't know what mimicking meant. And honestly, they're not mimickers. Bob says good morning, but I maybe once or twice I've heard him say it at night, but you know, 99% of the time, it's what he says when I walk into the room in the morning. And he doesn't say it any other time. They'll sometimes go through a repertory and say a bunch of words, right, Bob? Now he's imitating me talking. Yeah, aren't you, Bob? Time is it? We're gonna have to wrap this up. We gotta get in. Sunrise is coming. It's easy for you to say, buddy. Yeah, they do. Well, folks, I gotta go. It's getting close to sunset, and I gotta clean this place up. And as you can see, there's a little bit of toy stuff going on here, and a lot of poop to clean up. And I gotta wrap the place up too. Well, good luck, Annalisa. I can only caution you about getting too focused on species. My best friend was an umbrella cockatoo. My best friend was an umbrella, so I never would have guessed that's the way it would be, so. One of my other best friends was Murray, but she died a long time ago of old age, so. She was a Congo. I never would have guessed I would have got that close to a Congo either, so. Okay, I would suggest just kind of stepping into the shower. Jumping into the shower might be dangerous. Okay, guys, gotta go. We'll talk at you later. Be good.